Cube World is an open-world RPG video game in development by Picroma for Microsoft Windows. Wolfram von Funck began developing the game in June 2011, and was later joined by his wife Sarah von Funck. An early alpha version of the game was released on July 2, 2013. However, as of July 2015, the game is unavailable for purchase and has not received any updates since July 23, 2013. A significant lack of communication by the developer about the game's current development has fueled speculation about its future. In October 2015, von Funck tweeted that he was currently adding music to Cube World. Gameplay. In Cube World, the player explores an endless procedurally generated voxel-like world. This world contains randomly generated dungeons, including underground caverns and overworld castles, as well as separate biomes including grasslands, snowlands, deserts, and oceans. Players can use items such as hang gliders and boats to traverse the world more quickly. Players can create multiple characters, with character creation, which involves the player first choosing a race then customizing the look of the character. The player then chooses one of 4 classes: warrior, rogue, ranger, or mage. The world is populated with monsters and creatures which can be killed for experience, which results in stronger statistics and abilities and allows players to choose specializations which best suit their in-game aims. These specialization choices include warriors being able to choose between focusing on damage or defensive abilities, or mages focusing on damage or healing abilities. Players can also tame animals, such as sheep or turtles, which fight alongside them, or, in some cases, can be ridden by them to travel more quickly. Crafting is also a part of the game. It allows players to create food, potions, weapons, and armor, as well as add voxels to their existing weapons block by block in order to create aesthetically unique weapons. Development. Wolfram von Funck announced he had begun development of Cube World in June 2011, describing it as a 3D voxel-based game with a focus on exploration and RPG elements, citing games such as The Legend of Zelda, Secret of Mana, and World of Warcraft as inspiration. Wolfram was later joined by his wife Sarah von Funck, who contributes the game's sprites and assists in implementing new content. In January 2012, it was reported that Minecraft creators Mojang had hired Wolfram in order to help support him in developing Cube World. However, it was later stated that this was not the case. In July 2014, the developers previewed a new questing system for the game, which will focus on the player's exploration. Early alpha release. When Cube World became available for purchase as an alpha-stage game on July 2, 2013, developer Wolfram von Funck announced that he was temporarily disabling user registrations in their shop due to the high load on their servers. Though he initially assumed that the problem was the volume of players wishing to purchase the game, Wolfram later discovered that the downtime was due to a distributed denial-of-service attack on their servers, stating that it seems that someone is trying to systematically damage us and our business. The attackers obviously want to prevent us from selling our game. The game's developers admitted to being overwhelmed by the attack, saying, "Being just a small team, we didn't expect such things." Following the initial release, Cube World has received only one update. After 3 months of no other updates or contact from the developers, many players began to become concerned about further development of the game. In October 2013, LA confirmed that the game was still being worked on, and that a new update was coming along nicely. This update was previewed in July 2014, but has not yet been released. In July 2015, after a year of silence from the developer, gaming blog Kotaku reported that Wolfram was still working on the game. About the lack of information on the development of the game, Wolfram was quoted as saying, "Euro unregistered trademark not posting a Euro hey, we Euro unregistered trademark re still here a Euro unregistered trademark because that a Euro unregistered trademark s beyond all question. Cube World is my passion project and I will work on it until ETA Euro unregistered trademark s finished a Euro." In October 2015, von Funck tweeted that he was currently adding music to Cube World. References. External links, official website.